What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade basketball analysis coming to you with a quick video up on Kyrie. This is a hot topic. Can Kyrie Irving win MVP? I did my MVP predictions. I named 5 players I thought that had a legitimate chance of winning the MVP, and Kyrie wasn't one of them. But this is just a discussion between me and the people that watched this video. Kyrie Irving, can he put up them MVP type numbers? Isaiah Thomas, he averaged over 28 points a game. His team finished first in the Eastern Conference, and he still didn't win the MVP. I feel like Boston has a great chance with LeBron James being without Isaiah Thomas into December. He has players like Rose and D-Wade that really can't spread the floor and shoot, and he has guys like Jose Calderon that might not even stay on the roster. So with that being said, Cleveland can get off to a rough start and finish rough too, because they have to incorporate so many players. And then when Isaiah Thomas come back, they're going to have to find a way to get him some minutes and get some chemistry with him. So I think that Boston can come out just like last year, have better chemistry, because they do have preseason and training camp and scrimmages to learn how they play together, who likes what, who likes where. They all can shoot. Al Horford can shoot. He's a pass first big man. Gordon Hayward is an unselfish small forward that can shoot the ball and spread the floor and handle the ball even in pick and roll. And Al Horford allows them to have space because he's a power forward / center that can shoot the 3 ball in the mid range. So you can put him in pick and pop, pick and rolls where he can get layups and dunks, or he can even get to the free throw line. But Kyrie Irving has a lot of weapons. And the hardest part for me to believe if Kyrie Irving could win it is because Brad Stevens is more of a pass-centric offense. He likes the ball to be moving. He likes everybody to touch it. But we started seeing last year that Isaiah Thomas was handling the ball a lot, especially in the fourth quarters, taking a lot of the shots, carrying the team as a whole in the fourth quarter, and he's a little guy. Just imagine what Kyrie Irving can do at 6'3", and he can shoot even better than Isaiah Thomas, especially from the three-point line. Kyrie Irving can shoot off the dribble just like him, but he can get more height. He's quick. He can handle the ball. Even though Kyrie Irving ain't a great defender, he can defend when he wants to, and when he really wants to gear up and get angry, he can literally play solid to great defense. He doesn't do it consistently, but he does it enough to where he can become a factor depending on who he plays against. And like I said, since Cleveland might have a bad start and a bad ending because of the chemistry issues, and they still might have even more injuries in general, that gives Boston a shot to be the #1 seed in the East. And if Kyrie Irving can put up monstrous stats, he might even have a legitimate chance at winning MVP because of the spacing of the floor. He can always get to the paint, always get into them lanes. He can finish with the floaters. He can finish with the pull-up jumper. He can spin move. He can shoot the spot up 3. He can come off the screens. He can even get out in transition and get some layups and some dunks like he did yesterday. And not only that, he can get to the free throw line basically at will. And with that floor spacing, it's going to be even easier for him to have the open lanes. And you know he's one of the best finishers in the game. But not only is he a great finisher, he can get to the free throw line, and he's a 80 to 90% free throw shooter. So that's another couple points he can get just for getting to the paint. So this team has a lot of talent, and this team has a lot of shooting, and this team is unselfish. Kyrie Irving, he wanted to be the man. He wanted to go against LeBron because the only rival he really has is Boston in the East, and they just met last year with Isaiah Thomas, and Cleveland was able to beat them even though Isaiah Thomas didn't play the whole series. But with that being said, the only threat to Cleveland to me in the East will be the Boston Celtics. You have Toronto, you have the Bucks, who has young talent and is still developing, and they could make a good push because they have the defenders, they have the length, they have the size, and of course you have the Washington Wizards and the Toronto Raptors. So I think those are 4 or 5 best teams in the East. And other than that, I don't really see no other competition. But if you put it hypothetically, if Kyrie Irving can finish with the #1 seed in the East, top 3 team in the NBA entirely, and he put up great stats scoring and passing because he can pass because he has more floor spacing and the ball gonna be in his hands. So he can make the passes, he can make the dump ball, he can make the kick outs, he can get out in transition, just make an easy pass to get a layup or dunk for his teammate. He can average easily 6 to 7 to 8 assists a game in this Boston pass first offense, and he's gonna get a lot of quick plays, but he got to make quick decisions, and that can rank up his assists too. But he is a score first point guard, so that's going to be tough to break him from that habit when he always been a scoring point guard. But I feel like if he has the IQ, he has the will, he has the ability to get easy plays for his teammates, and that should raise his assists. But then again, he has the talent. Why can't he average eight assists a game? He might not be able to average 9. He might not be able to average 10 or 11, but he should be able to bump it up 3 more to about 7.8 or 8 assists in general. Also, with the East being weaker because all the teams went to the West, I mean, all the best players on the East team really went out to the West. That means he can beat up on weaker teams and teams that they out-talent and outmatch. They can rack up easy wins like that too because the East is so much weaker and they have more chances to go against mediocre teams because they in the East, they're going to play more East teams, they're going to play West. So that can rack up a lot of easy W's and a lot of early and late game wins just for being more talented, more better, and just a better execution because they have a great coach in Brad Stevens who can rack them up to 57, 55, 56, 57, maybe even 60 games in the East, depending on how hot of a start and how much they gel together. And you know that Kyrie Irving is a closer. And like I said, you can't really help on Kyrie because of the shooting of the Celtics. So let me know what you guys think. Can Kyrie Irving win MVP? Can he be all NBA first or second team since he gonna have the ball more in his hand and he gonna be the primary decision maker? Can he average more assists? Can he stay efficient even though he's going to take more shots? Because some players like Anthony Davis, they took more shots and they was able to be more efficient. Same with a lot of other players. Can he take more shots and still shoot 47, 48, 49%? We shall see, and that's going to help him in his MVP race. I think he got a legitimate shot. It just other teams has more. Other players have better shots than Kyrie, but Kyrie is a legitimate MVP candidate if they can win, if he can average more assists, if he can grab a couple more rebounds, and if he can stay efficient and up his point total. He has a legitimate shot. So check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description in the comment section below. Also check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. The link will be in the comment section in the description below. All you gotta do is click the link. It's into my website. Click the link. It's into my Facebook page. And I'm only asking you guys to like my Facebook page to show support and subscribe to the website. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis signing out. And let me know what you guys think about Kyrie Irving. Aim all NBA. He's going to be an all-star. MVP, is it realistic? Let me know in the comment section below.